Hi guys, I'm Mark and I'm an oyster boy and I'm back again for another video, but today's not a brew day. I'm not making a beer kit and I'm not making a recipe for you to enjoy. Today I'm actually talking about one of my least favourite things, which is cleaning. I've been using my Grainfather for a number of years and I really love it as a product, but what nobody enjoys is cleaning their equipment. So I thought I'd have a little look around and see what things there are available for me to buy that might make my life a little bit easier. And I've got two things today which I'm going to try out. I've not used either of them before, but I'm going to try them out today and you can see how I get on with them. Now, the first one is this. It's a new cleaning product that I've not used. I think it's been out for a couple of months now. I picked this up from the malt miller and this is Enzybrew 10, which is an enzymatic blend, which is specifically made for brewery cleaning equipment. And it's meant to basically eat away at any kind of organic materials and odd solids that are stuck to your equipment. So it's pretty good for cleaning places that you can't reach or that you can't see. So like the inside of chillers or coolers, if you use them as a recirculation through those, hopefully you should end up with a much cleaner product than you had before. And for that reason, I'm going to be recirculating this from my Grainfather through the work chiller as well and back into the Grainfather for about, an hour and a half to 2 hours. The dosage rate for this is between 10 and 20 grams per litre. Now I've seen some people do it where they fill the equipment all the way up to the top. Grainfather, you're looking at, roughly 30 litres of liquid in there if you wanted to do that to clean all your sides properly. 10 to 20 grams per litre. You're going to end up using half to the whole tub of Enzybrew, which I think I paid £15 for, which sounds a bit steep for, a deep clean on your equipment. So another thing that I've picked up as well is this. And I picked this up from Brew Tap, and this is the Kegland Clean in Place solution. So I'm going to attach this to the end of the hose that comes off the chiller and drop it down into the Grainfather. And what should happen is the cleaning product should run through, down into there, hit these little spikes and then shoot back up around the sides. And while it's doing that, this thing spins around. So it should coat all surfaces of the Grainfather and keep them coated for the 2 hours of runtime. So I'm going to show you what the inside of the Grainfather looks like now. And I've got sort of my top bottom plate and my, I don't use the, I still do use the hop filter, but I also use a false bottom on the Grainfather as well sometimes, which looks like it could do with a bit of a scrub. There's just some stuff that it kind of looks baked on there, and even when you try and scrub it, it doesn't really come off very easy. But I'll show you the inside of the Grainfather as well and talk about what we're hoping to remove with these cleaning products. So here is the inside of the Grainfather. I mean, it doesn't look awful, but you can feel when you touch it, it's not perfectly clean. And if you go and look in right down there at the bottom, you can see around the thermal well and the pump housing, there is some organic buildup, which I've not been able to get rid of. Also inside the work chiller, I have no idea what's hiding in there, so I'm sure we'll find out. One thing I would say as well is when you buy the Clean in Place solution, it comes with an extra length of hose which goes on the top, which I think is good if you've got like a Brewzilla. I think it'll fit onto the recirculation arm of a Brewzilla, but it's a bit big for the Grainfather stuff. But you can get the pipe off your recirculation arm, and it's a bit of a snug and a bit of a finicky thing to do, but it will stretch over this clamp here. So I'll show you mine when it's in place. Okay, right, so the water's up to temperature now, and I've got 100 grams of Enzybrew that I've weighed out here for my 6 litres of water, so we'll just get that chucked in. Now, as that recirculates, that will, hopefully, all mix and dissolve into the water. Can't see any reason why it wouldn't, so we will get the lid popped on. There we go, like that. Hopefully you can still see through there, it's a bit guzzy. And then here I've put the Clean in Place solution onto the end of the hose. I'm just going to drop that in through the lid, and hopefully this will do exactly what we want it to. We'll find out now. See what's up. Now I'm just going to move out so you can see what's happening here, and I'm probably shorten that length a little bit by running it up on top of that. So there, as you can see, it's spinning around and fully coating the inside of the Grainfather. So we'll come back in 2 hours and see how she looks. Okay guys, right, so these are some of the parts that I had inside the Grainfather. Now this is the false bottom that I use, and it was pretty much all a weird brownie colour, but now like this sludgy stuff is just wiping off it. So I'm going to give these a rinse off now. Little wipe down. And I mean, look at that, no effort at all, and it is basically as good as new. Same for the top and bottom plates on the Grainfather. Give them a bit of a wipe. Absolutely sparkly shining. Now I'm going to empty the Grainfather out, and I'm going to try and pour it through a sieve so that you can see what's come off it. I'll show you the colour of the water that's in there first as well. Now I don't know if you remember the lovely clean water we had in there at the start, but that is definitely not it. Whether you're not able to see this, I don't know, but we'll give it a try. This is what was hiding inside the chiller and the pump. So pretty disgusting. I'm going to give the Grainfather a rinse out now, and then show you how it looks when it's finished. Ugh. And now this is the inside of the Grainfather once it's finished. Absolutely looks fantastic, to be fair. Everything's shiny. All of the, I don't know if you can really see it, but down there at the bottom, underneath those two little ports there, it's just super clean, and I didn't have to do anything. It was just the product did the cleaning for me, which was absolutely fantastic. But anyway, I'll set the camera back up, and I'll chat to you now finished. Okay, so we're all done, and how do I feel about this? Well, the first thing is I actually feel embarrassed that that amount of shit was inside my brewery. Pretty much everything that you saw come out of there would have been inside the pump and inside the chiller. And obviously the chiller, the counterflow chiller, is the last thing that your beer touches before it goes into your fermenter. So I've been running my beer past all of that for God knows how long. So pretty gross, if I'm honest with this. So I feel fairly embarrassed about that, and whether or not this video will make it out, I'm not sure, but no, it will. So you'll be watching this and you'll be thinking what an absolute grot bag that guy is. But the two products that I've used today, so first of all, Enzybrew 10. So previously I'd use like Chem Clean or PBW, or to try and get things looking a bit better, I'd use Barkeeper's Friend to try and shine it up. But none of those will get to the places that you can't see and you can't reach. Whereas this, well, and PBW will, and Chem Clean will, but they clearly haven't done the job. This has stripped so much stuff off the inside that I never knew was there. And for 15 quid for 750 grams, depending on how you use it, I mean, I think it's a great product either way, regardless of the price, because of what you've seen. But when you pair it up with this, which means you've only, so I used 6 litres of water and I put 100 grams of Enzybrew in. So it's between 1 and 2% or 10 to 20 grams per litre, depending on the level of soiling that you've got. If I was to fill the Grainfather full and run it at a high concentration, you'd be using the best part of a packet, so like almost 15 quid on cleaning your brewery. I got away with, you know, what's that, two quid? 2 quid's worth? And the results are absolutely fantastic. Now, you saw how shiny everything was when it came out. I didn't have to do any scrubbing at all. Everything was just literally either a rinse or a light wipe. The Grainfather, I just wiped out with a towel to dry it off, and anything that was left on the surface just came off with that. So it was a much, much easier process than sort of any of the other scrubby products, which I'm going to call them from now on, any other scrubby products that I've used. And this thing, which I think cost me £25, will allow me to save cost on this, and by the time I've done it a few times, I'll have broke even on this. So these two things together, I think, are an absolutely winning pair. As I said before, this from the Malt Miller, I'll put a link in the description down below from that. This from Brew Keg Tap. Yeah, I'm not going to go back to my old way of cleaning now. So hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope if you've been eyeing these products up and been thinking, oh, is it worth it? It's given you some confidence to go on and buy them. I'm going to go and bow my head in shame at the amount of disgusting stuff that was inside my Grainfather. So thanks for watching. Thank you very much for watching. Smash like, hit subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one for some beers made with a cleaner brewery. Cheers, guys.